Hello and welcome to your favorite channel, Soft Signal. My name is Kunal Gaukar, and I know we have been a little bit a big difference between our videos because we had some personal commitments. But we are back with a bang with India touring Sri Lanka with the second string side. So today we will be discussing the pre-match and the lineup between India and Sri Lanka. I am accompanied with Shubham Taude here with me to discuss the points between this match. So Shubham, welcome to the show. It's been a long time since our last video. So let's get into the video first. So what do you think about the matchup and how do you think it is going to be a series?
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting series. Both teams are looking new. India is playing with second string, and Sri Lanka, we know they are missing few players, few senior players. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how both team perform.
Okay, so a quick fact that is for the last 4 years, India and Sri Lanka has never contested in a bilateral ODI series against each other. And in this 4 years, the direction of both the teams have been completely opposite. India, who is like progressed a lot, they are actually going with the second string team for this, whereas Sri Lankan players and Sri Lankan team has suffered a huge loss, and they have been like in a complete downside. So let's get with the India series, India team who is progress. So who do you think will be the first three, like the starting three for India?
Yeah, I think Shikhar Dhawan, Prithvi Shaw, and Manish Pandey. These are my top three. Shikhar Dhawan, as we know, will be captaining India team for the first time, and it will be his dream come true to captain Indian team, and young guys will surely help him. So yeah, very much excited for that. What's
Yeah,
your
surely.
thought for
And
that?
yeah, completely agree with you. Shikhar Dhawan, Prithvi Shaw, and Manish Pandey, these are the best choices. We have to experience Shikhar Dhawan and Manish Pandey. And a quick stat, which is that the complete Sri Lankan batting lineup, the team has scored around 3,586 runs, and Shikhar Dhawan he has scored 5,977 runs, which is 45% more than the whole Sri Lankan squad. Like
Yeah,
the captain, he's captaining for the first time, and he has already got more runs than the whole Sri Lankan squad. So he'll be like boosted up with confidence, and the Gabbar is back, we can say. For the bottom, like the middle order, I would say I will go with Surya Kumar Yadav. He has been brilliant against England. Ishan Kishan and our Hardik Pandya. वो तो है ही मतलब उसको तो लेना ही. So what do you think should be like any changes?
yeah. A lot of people are suggesting that Surya Kumar Yadav should be at number three. But I think Manish Pandey should be given number three position, and Surya Kumar Yadav should be given number four position, because we know Manish Pandey is a senior player, and in ODI cricket, number three spot is very much important. A number three batsman can anchor the innings. So yeah, I will go with Surya Kumar Yadav at four, and Ishan Kishan as the wicketkeeper batsman coming down at five. And after that, Hardik Pandya, we know him, he's a hard hitter. So it will be interesting to see his matchup with that spinners, Sri Lanka spinners. So yeah,
So he against spinners, he just loves spinners. It is like a dream for him. Like just off
yeah,
spinner आया तो मार दो, खत्म कर
yeah.
दो.
We have seen him
So
play that during the Test series in Sri Lanka, where he scored a brilliant century.
yeah. So who will be the all rounder? Who will be the all rounder for your team if you have to pick it?
Yeah, all rounder will be Pandya brothers for sure. Hardik and Krunal. Krunal gives that left arm spin option. And in Sri Lanka, you would go with one spin all rounder for sure. And yeah, that balance is perfect for Team India.
Yeah. That's perfect. That's perfect. I'll go with Krunal Pandya because he has already played for India, and let the Goswami Gautam get rest, and let him be free when the series is with us, and
Yeah,
let the Europeans come in then.
yeah, and we
So
haven't seen him play during Chennai CSK matches, so Kunal gets the opportunity for sure.
yes, yes, absolutely. So coming on to the bowlers, so who do you think you should pick for?
Yeah, bowling will be leaded by Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, as we know. He is the senior member over there. And in spinning department, we know Kulcha, Kuldeep, and Chahal. Uh, if they do well in this series, then it will be quite good, and India will think of to play them together after this series. And if they don't, then I guess it will be end of the topic to play two leg spinners together, I think. And in pace department, I think they will go with Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and Navdeep Saini, I think. And third, you have Hardik Pandya as an all-rounder, but I don't think he will be use much because we know T20 World Cup is coming, so he won't be utilized that much. And
Yeah.
for yeah,
So
Deepak Chah is an option, but I think Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and Deepak Chah becomes too similar option. So you will go with Saini as a with the pace he brings on. So yeah. So what do you think? Who will you play as in bowling department?
obviously, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar will be the first pick. He is the vice captain, so he will lead it. Then again, our Kulcha is there. They should get an opportunity together. Chinaman and a leg spinner. They have contributed to the team in the past, and I think they will contribute in this series. And also against Sri Lanka, if we see, they're very low on confidence now. They're low on their morale. Losing a series against Bangladesh, then England. So yes, I think this is a very good opportunity, great opportunity for Kuldeep Yadav to come back into the game and show his talent once again. Then the second pacer, which I would go with, I think I will go with Deepak Chahar more. You said that they both have the similar kind of bowling. They both swing the balls, but what I think is Sri Lanka, it is an Asian continent, so I think it will be more of a spinning track, and we have to utilize the swing much more what we get. But obviously, it depends also on the pitch. If the pitch is like a bouncy track or something like that, so I think the Navdeep Saini might get a chance. But I will go with Deepak Char of what he has contributed for CSK in this year's IPL. I think he is in top form and I will get it. Yeah, if like Yuzvendra Chahal gets a little low. We have seen him in the England series. So I think Rahul Chahar might come in because of his height and he has been very good asset for an Mumbai Indians. So I think Rahul Chahar is an chance, but for the first match, I think they will go with the experience here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely sure. Rahul Dravid being the coach for the team, and he has been given the job to win the series. Go with senior members.
Yeah,
So
and I also read that Rahul Dravid has given a statement, I guess, that whenever he used to, whenever he made his debut or when he was with the team, he used to feel like all the senior players got the chance and the players who were newcomers were kind of placed in the bottom. So, but he feels like whenever they tour or he has an opportunity to introduce new talents. He never fails. I think he has mentioned that, and he wants the new players to get into the form and play for Team India. So I think if it's in the comfortable position, if he feels like yes, India can win the match, I think we will see all the players making their debut. and at least one player is going to make a debut because 10 out of 20 players are uncapped players for India, and we obviously need 11 players to make a 11. So one player will play, and this will be the first time that in IPL he was an uncapped player, but finishing an IPL he is a capped player. Like in the
Yeah.
halfway, he played for India and he came back to play an IPL. So that will be very
Yeah.
good to see how the franchises welcomes him. So let's move on to Sri Lanka now. As I said earlier, Sri Lanka has been on the downside, and the three players for their bio bubble breach. I mean, this is such a silly thing to do in England. Uh,
Yeah.
is our our Indian Test team has been in England for about a month because they don't want to travel back and forth for India because of their protocols, and they are like the backbenchers. I think these three players, Danushka Gunatalika, Kushal Mendis, and Niroshan Dikwala, these are the backbenchers. Like they do what the teacher has never asked them to do. Like you tell someone like don't look right, they will look right. And this is what they are doing, and because of bio bubble breach. Also, the two members were positive, and because of that, they had to postpone the series to 18th, and injured Kushal Pereira, and the internal contract conflict between
Yeah.
the Angelo Matthews. I mean, because he plays other leagues, he asked for more, money or something like that. But tell me one thing: if there were no Premier Leagues or no other leagues going on, and Angelo Matthews was not playing, so do you think he was in the position to make some deals with the board?
Yeah, absolutely not. he would have we would have accepted that quarter for sure, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I don't see him as that strong player who comes into the game and is a threat to the team. Like, yeah, out of 10, I think two matches he can be a threat, but the eight matches he is just an ordinary player. I feel like, and I think that was something of a let him decide. That's it. So
Yeah.
let's go in with the lineup now. So what should be the first three for Sri Lanka?
Yeah, first three, I guess. He is the new captain for Sri Lanka. I don't know the number of captains they have played in last 2 years, but yeah, Shanaka will be the captain, and in top three they will go with Avishka Fernando, new keeper, and Patum Nisanka. He have played that England series as well, and in
Yeah,
middle order And in middle order, I think Dhananjay De Silva, he had a great game in England where he scored century. And I guess Bhanuka Rajapaksa, I guess he will be making a debut. And Vaninda Hasaranga.
Asaranga. Yeah, they are like this team is a new team. I feel like they uh, even in the T20 World Cup they are going to play the qualification matches. I feel sad for this team,
Yeah,
and yeah, and before we will come back to that later. But let's complete the 11 and uh, Dhananjay and Chamira will be the ballers. And I feel Isru Udana can come into the play in place of I don't really know who should be replaced because there are pretty new faces in this team. But I feel Isru Udana can contribute more because of his experience. He has played and he has also played IPL, and he's been a good asset for Sri Lankan team for quite a bit. So I think Udana should come in, and the rest the team looks pretty decent, or it's a pretty important tour for them coming into the T20 qualifiers. So what I wanted to ask was West Indies was considered once an unbeaten team, in the early cricket. Then there came a time when West Indies cricket was dropped down, like it was just a down curve for them, and then they are rising again as a T20. They won the against Australia 4-1. So Sri Lanka on the same path of West Indies, where we had legends like Sangakkara, Jayawardene, and now we have very new faces into the team.
I think the problem is that they don't have much exposure to the international cricket. Obviously, domestic cricket and international cricket has a much higher difference, which every player has to deal with it, and it takes around 1 year to 2 year. But in today's time, we know there is IPL. It becomes easy for player to cut that gap, and we don't have any Sri Lankan player playing the IPL as well. And at the time, in 2008, I guess, there was Mahela Jayawardena, Kumar Sangakkara, who was leading the IPL team. So, uh, yeah, that's the problem, I guess. I think in West Indies, if you look at that, uh, Pollard Pollard took the responsibility of the team, and he has done that job brilliantly, and he's doing now also. So I think Angelo Matthews should think that he team needed him at this time, and he should consider this opportunity and lift his team up.
Yeah, obviously. The national duty comes first, then your contracts come. So, yeah, that was fun talking to you, some insights of the game and everything. We hope we have a very exciting encounter in today's match. So, guys, this is the end of this episode. I hope you like this video. If you love what we do, just subscribe to the Soft Signal. Follow us on Instagram. I know there was a big gap between the two videos, but we were constantly posting on Instagram. So yes, guys, do follow us on Instagram and follow us on Facebook as well. Like this video. Stay safe, guys. Wear mask. Cheers.